How's it going, guys? It's Scarecrow and welcome back to a Call of Duty commentary. Yeah, that's right, we're taking the clock back a little bit, back to when I used to post COD videos. Who remembers such a time? Crazy world we live in. Anyway, this is a video that I've been planning to make for a little while because it's a topic that I haven't really seen anyone talk about that much because it kind of requires a unique perspective, that being kind of mine actually. We're talking about Black Ops 4 and we're talking about crossplay. Crossplay is here finally after this many years. We finally get a chance to play with all platforms, no drawbacks or anything like that. You can simply play with your friends no matter what console they're on, and it all works fabulously. Well, that's what we're all assuming anyway, because we only really have the developers' word on this, and I trust them. I think that it'll work really well, just because of the fact that it's one of the major selling points of the game so far, and I highly doubt that they're going to get away with anything less than exactly what they're promising, which is crossplay with everyone. I just want to preface this by saying it's great. Crossplay is finally here. I've been waiting a long time for crossplay because crossplay will do wonders for the PC community, which is always a smaller community, which is a community that I'm part of. We've never really had the numbers to compete with any other platforms, and it's not even a matter of competing. We haven't even had the numbers really to keep alive. The PC community has never really been an outstanding number of people, but there is a very dedicated fan base on PC that play Call of Duty, and every year they will tell you that the game is good to play in the first, I don't know, 3 to 4 months, and then people start to lose interest and get bored, move on to other games, you know, the natural thing that people do once they're tired of a game, they move on, leaving only the dedicated fan base, and that fan base is not very big at all. You'd be lucky to find a game mode outside of TDM and Domination 75% of the time, unless they do some sort of special playlist specific incentives. Crossplay has always been a big thing in my mind for something that could revitalize that and keep us afloat. We'd always have people to play with in any playlist. It's crazy to think that on other platforms that you can play any game mode whenever you like. That's something that the PC community very rarely, if ever, experiences, except maybe on launch day. And it's because the PC community is Mrs. Plain Jane when it comes to game modes. Anyway, crossplay this year doesn't actually help PC very much at all. Not in the ways that I would hope it would. And it's understandable the reasons why, but at the same time it's kind of disappointing to hear. I'm sure you guys have heard, if you're watching this video, the only people that really watch this video are people that are interested in Call of Duty or people that are a fan of my work, which I don't know how many of those are still left after the amount of changes my channel has gone through over the past couple of years. But anyway, regardless, the way the crossplay will work is if you're on PlayStation or Xbox and you party with a PlayStation or Xbox member, then nothing will change basically. It will be as if you guys are playing on the same platform. You'll be able to basically just join your friend on PlayStation or your friend on Xbox and go about your merry way. But if you have a friend in the PC community, if you have someone that you want to play with that's on the PC platform, adding them into the mix will change up the matchmaking, purely because of the controller versus mouse and keyboard issue. Now, my opinion on this is probably a little bit different than most people, because most people play on console, and most people are of the opinion that mouse and keyboard destroys controller in every situation. It's just not even funny. Every person that has a mouse and keyboard can basically aimbot you from across the map, and it's just ridiculous. They're god level hackers. Let's bring it back down into reality here, okay? Yes, the average person that plays PC COD can aim and is a competent player, but by all means they're not gods. Hell no, we still have our noobs and we still have people that don't know the end of the barrel from the end of a tree branch. While I do agree that mouse and keyboard has a higher skill ceiling, a really good mouse and keyboard player can maybe outmaneuver a really good controller user, just the amount of ways that you can be precise. I still think that controllers can keep up with mouse and keyboard. I've been playing against controller users on PC for years now, and I've died to them quite regularly. They're able to keep up with me. A lot of the time they're able to outplay me. Come on, give you guys a little bit of credit. If you guys play on a controller, you're not bad at FPS games. Give yourselves a little bit of credit here. I do think that you guys would be able to compete with mouse and keyboard. But I do see where some people are coming from. A lot of people just don't want to have that as an option. They just don't want to have the option to play against a mouse and keyboard player. As a mouse and keyboard player, I do think that it's kind of unfair to just segregate us off into a little pool here and say, well, you only get to play with this under very specific circumstances, when crossplay is all about inclusion, about everyone coming together to play. But anyway, the matchmaking, if you have a PC player, will always matchmake with other PC keyboard players. So if you're in a party with the PC player with the mouse and keyboard, then matchmaking is only going to find parties that have keyboard and mouse users, or it's just going to join PC lobbies. Basically, the mouse and keyboard always takes precedence over the controller. It will always take them to other mouse and keyboard players, which means if you're in a party with a mouse and keyboard player and you're using controller, you're going to be going up against mainly PC players that are using mouse and keyboard. And you think about this, alright? How many people on Xbox and PlayStation are actually going to want to do that regularly? How many of you have PC friends that you're going to want to play with all the time? That's basically what we need to bolster our numbers. Crossplay doesn't actually help us very much at all, really. It'll work when it needs to work. It'll work when we want to play with someone that uses a controller, but it's not like all of our lobbies are going to be populated. It's not like all of our game modes are going to be populated, because I really don't think that there are very many people on console that are playing with mouse and keyboard or are playing with a PC player in their party all the time, even if they have that option. Because again, not many people are going to want to play against mouse and keyboard players all the time. Not many people are going to be playing with a PC player in their party all the time. I think with Modern Warfare, our experience on PC will be mainly the same, just that we have an option to play with some of our friends. We have an option to drag them down to our level, so to speak. Come join us on the dark side, where guns don't work like they should and multiplayer developers can't seem to balance their weapons around a mouse and keyboard. So yeah, I'm excited for crossplay. I think it's going to be really cool for me to play with some friends that I'm not usually able to play with. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to revolutionize the PC experience. I think the PC experience by itself is going to be basically the same. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree or disagree? Maybe there's some way that I haven't thought about this that will benefit us in the long run. I don't know. But also let me know if you really think that if you're a controller user that you wouldn't be able to compete against a PC player. COD is COD, whether you play it on console or PC, and if you have good game sense and good aim, that goes a long way. So give yourself some credit. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I shall see you beautiful people in the next video.